Down low, Collins. Good look that time, but off the mark. Butler into the front court. Leads 4. Jay, what's the next step for Ben Simmons?
MVP, Ed. To win the MVP. But perception is reality. And I've been hearing this stuff from a lot of people who have been watching Ben Simmons show out this past summer on IG. Ben Simmons needs to get back to the lab, stay in the gym, continue to work on that jump shot. Because this is still a team that lost 1-4 to the Celtics without Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward.
Finish at the rim.
Again, Ed, if you made it to this level, you're capable of doing things that normal humans can never do, even if you're not known for it.
Simmons to Redick. Jimmy Butler for 2. Jimmy Butler, 3 for 3. That's a perfect start. There's a toughness he learned under Tibbs at 2 stops, and no question, that rubs off on younger players.
There is something that Jimmy Butler does that no other player in the NBA does. He gets into your psyche. He gets into your head each and every possession. He enjoys the process of the fight. Every single blow. There is a pleasure in the pain.
That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk. Simmons with it. 12-6, our score. To Butler. Here comes the screen. The big man, Len, up for the block. Redick. Hawks have it. DiVincenzo. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Simmons into the front court. The score 12-8. Butler. That pass stolen by the Hawks. To DiVincenzo. Screen coming. Sacrificing everything for the loose ball. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Butler to bring it up. It's 12-10. Redick. To Embid. Blocked by Collins.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Joel Embid. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Can we take a second to talk about the most gregarious personality in the NBA? We don't trust in the process. No. We're beyond the process. Joel Embid has emerged as this generation's Shaquille O'Neal, and he's done it in a variety of ways. He's a dominant big who doesn't shy away from the physicality of the game. Probably the reason why he was up for Defensive Player of the Year. And also, he has a personality that baits you into a conversation, whether you like it or not. And he's pretty hysterical. This kid is going to be a star in the league for years to come, and you better pay attention to what he has to put down.
Short jumper won't go down.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Here's Simmons with it up top. They lead it. 4-point game. Sixers finally break through. 52 wins last year. But, Jay, where do they factor in a top-heavy Atlantic division?
I still see this team finishing on the outside looking in. What I mean by outside is the 2 or 3 spot. I think this is Boston's division to lose, Boston's conference to lose. But still, the question mark still is around Ben Simmons and his ability to shoot the ball down the stretch.
Curling inside. And the basket good at the rim.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Simmons to Butler. Now a steal by Atlanta. The screen sets him up for two.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
And they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement?
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 3.
Simmons to Redick. Five on the shot clock for Philadelphia to Simmons. Oh, Ben Simmons looking good. 4 for 5.
I mean, I don't know how much better the defense has to play you on that one. The guy was right in your grill and you still knocked it down.
Simmons to Redick. Trying to cash in, and he buries it.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers. Redick. Short jumper off the mark.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
Sixers have the basketball. Simmons to Redick. Screen coming. They go down low to Simmons.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Nice finish at the rim.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Simmons with it. Lead is 2. To Redick. Nothing going here on that drive. Redick to Simmons. Oh, Ben Simmons. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
This guy has posted 12 triple-doubles in his first full rookie year. That's his second most by any rookie in NBA history while leading his team to the Eastern Conference Finals. But how about this? When's the last time we said the most effective player maybe in the league has a glaring weakness? He was 0 of 11 from the three-point line for the entire year, did not make one three-point shot. And how about free throws? He shot 56% from the free throw line. You know who shot better? Dwight Howard and DeAndre Jordan. But with all that being said, this young man still finds himself in a position to be one of the most dominant players in NBA history.
That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk. New blood coming in for both sides.
Stepping in for the Atlanta Hawks, number 4.
Grayson Allen. Great dish to set it up. Joel Embid. 3 for 4. Good start.
Now that the process has been established, it's going to be fun to see how much better Joel Embid can be this season. Everybody heard about his arduous offseason workout program, but the thing I love about him the most, he always works on his game, even if he's dunking on random fans on vacation.
Cleans it up. Offensive board. Now pass stolen by the Sixers. Has a look. Shot by Fultz, no good. Here comes the screen. Knocked loose. Sixers have it. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Knocked loose. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal. Butler to Embid. Oh, emphatic slam. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Butler into the front court. His team on top by 8. Grayson Allen to Butler. Here comes the screen. Whoa, what a finish.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
And the finish at the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Number 2.
Butler to bring it up. It's an 8-point lead. It's a big finish.
That's how you punctuate a good first quarter. 3 more left to go, but you've set the momentum for the second.
Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
That ends the first quarter. The 76. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Has a chance. Cleans it up. Too much contact. And free throws coming.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
Goes 2 for 2. Jay, it's a huge question in Philadelphia. What can Markelle Fultz be in his second NBA season?
He could be a former #1 pick in the NBA draft. He can still be a star. I don't think any of his shooting woes had to do with that shoulder injury last season. It was mental. It was the yips. He's been getting reps this entire summer with that form, with that rhythm. And if he keeps shooting the ball the way I've seen him shoot out in California, this kid could be a star next year.
Lays it up and in.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Fultz into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Got it.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Here's Atlanta. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. 4-3. Great defense, forcing the miss.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Markelle Fultz. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
For 3. Jay, I don't know if you call that the shooter's touch, but they will take it.
Well, essentially, the touch did help the ball go in, Ed. I don't know. I might have to agree to disagree on that one.
Markelle Fultz. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
The assist from number 2.
Sixers control it. Short jumper stays out. Off the assist.
And the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
Fultz Goes to the right side. Here comes the screen. To Fultz. Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Markelle Fultz to Simmons. That pass stolen by the Hawks.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Number 14.
Grayson Allen. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
McConnell to Butler.
Watch that cutter.
And counted at the rim. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
Oh, I missed a short one there. Butler into the front court. His team on top by 13. From the painted area.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. And this will be out of bounds, off of Butler. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Brunson to Allen. Now a drive, but the shot won't fall. Lynn with it. His guys down big. Here comes the screen. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Knocks it down off the step back.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
From long range. No good. That's great defense.
It's me. I got it. Stop the ball.
McConnell to Brunson. Spinning shot. Won't fall. Here's Atlanta with the basketball. Screen coming. Trying to cash in. And the rebound taken in by Johnson. McConnell to Allen. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? The The rebound taken down by the Sixers. McConnell to Embid. To McConnell. Gets it in the left corner. Brunson. Joel Embid. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Screen coming. Nice pass to set things up.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Deep three at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Substitutions, Philadelphia. Substitutions, Washington, Cavs.
Fultz. Beyond the arc for three. Markelle Fultz forcing that one there. Well defended. He throws it down.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Here comes the screen. Markelle Fultz. Embid, good for 2.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
That's no good. And a putback slam.
Not really known for attacking the glass, but I like that hustle. We need to see more of that.
Fultz with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Embid. Short jumper off the mark.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you on the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
The assist from number 20, John Collins.
Grayson Allen to Embid. Fultz. And a rim rocker. Joel Embid.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
To Kent Bazemore. Here comes the screen. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Fultz into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. To Kent Bazemore. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embid.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Layup goes down. Well done.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Embid. The big man, Len, up for the block.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
To Embid. Shot from the lane won't go. To Kent Bazemore. And count the basket.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
To Embid. Had a chance, but it's no good.
That's me. What's up, ball? Hey, match up, match up, match up.
Screen coming.
Screen right, screen right, screen right.
To Ken Bazemore. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Nearing impossible. No getting through.
5, Ed. That's 5 blocks tonight.
Here comes the screen. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. It's back to a 5-point game. Philadelphia with the basketball. To Allen. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Screen coming. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Alex Len trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. That slices the lead down to 4. Fultz with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. To Embid. Here comes the screen. Embid. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Nothing going here on that drive. And he finishes at the rim.
You hear coaches talk all the time about passing the ball on time and on target. As a passer myself, if I can deliver the ball to you in a position where I cannot give you options to think, but just go up and make the play easy, that's a win-win.
Hawks come up with it. It's
he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Jay, they're lucky they get the ball back.
This game is all... The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Screen coming. Shot from in close, no good.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
It's the Hawks with the basketball. Doesn't have the touch, no good. To Allen. Turns and slams it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Has a look. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
off the mark at the line. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Hey, watch the screen left.
Nothing going here on that drive. Has a chance and scores on the step back. Unguardable, Jay.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. To Embid. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Count the basket at the rim.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
I got ball. I got ball. I got ball.
McConnell. From the outside, no good.
Hey, you got the screen right. Screen right. Screen right.
Here comes the screen. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And you always feel like the words vision and unselfishness go together. They work cohesively as a unit. When you have a guy that has both, that sets the tone for how your team is going to play.
To Embid. Can't connect. Rebound comes to Atlanta. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
McConnell to Embid. Hawks have the board. Trying to cash in, add 2 points to the board.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Sixers have the basketball. McConnell to Fultz. Here comes the screen. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
The screen sets him up for two.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Team shops, including the fan favorite throwback jerseys. Get one for yourself before they're all gone.
Time to shuffle things up.
For Philadelphia, number 24.
Grayson Allen to Brunson.
In the third quarter.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
And don't you dare think about the fourth quarter yet. The only quarter that matters is the one you're playing in right now. Finish strong.
Easy pass to the rim.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes two of us.
McConnell to Embid. Against toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
It's Atlanta ball. Knocks it down from mid-range.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just one individual.
Can't connect. Deep three at the buzzer. There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. The Hawks with the lead. It's been a compelling game so far. The 4th quarter is underway. That's it.
Substitutions, Atlanta. Subbing in for the 76ers. Number 5, Amir Johnson.
McConnell to Butler. They'll get it down to Johnson. Blocked by Collins.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Cashes in for 2.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Going to launch beyond the arc, and he stays cold from deep as he misses another one. It's no good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Looking to take this all the way. Turnover gives them the possession. To Butler. Oh, lots of contact there. Still gets it to go. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Fires the 3. Cleans it up. Count it. And the foul. He's going to the line for a free throw.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
One free throw up and good. The lead now 14. Butler to bring it up. He'll run the offense. Gets to the basket and scores.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Grayson Allen to Butler. Yes, and the fouls, and a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Jimmy Butler at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. Can convert the free throw. Nothing going here on that drive. You talk about forcing things up. Too much pressure that time.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Knocks down the first. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Sixers control it. McConnell to Butler. Driving right to the basket. A fundamental shot right there.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Big pick right there.
Fires the 3. He was all over him.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Here we go. I got him.
To Ken Bazemore. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
There you go. Finally, shoot your shot.
And they call it.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 4. Atlanta Hawks are in the penalty.
Butler to Allen.
1 minute remaining in the fourth quarter.
Butler. That one off the mark. It's no good. Lets it fly from long range. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble, off a quick pass, or off an ISO. When the ball's in this young player's hands, something just feels right.
Butler into the front court. His guys down big. Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Philadelphia with the basketball. Butler to McConnell. Short jumper misses. Hawks with the basketball. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. With that foul, it's number 6. He'll be watching the rest of this one from the sideline.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
First try, no good. And he hits the second. Has a look. Simmons with a shot. No good. On the follow. Way to stay with it. He'll let one fly from half court. That misses with a second to go. The Hawks are victorious as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. Log on to easports.com. As we say, so long.
The Hawks did what great teams do best. The Hawks emerged victorious after a tight finish. And how could I not mention all the shots they blocked in this one? You can see the confidence grow with each one, and it really fed into their success as a team. It was a pretty standout way to win. See y'all next time. Jalen Rose, signing out.